everyone, this is Travis Quadlander here at Rush Truck Center's Dallas Peterbilt, and today we're looking at a beautiful Phantom Gray 2021 Peterbilt 389 with 78-inch Platinum Sleeper. This is an owner-operator spec truck with a Cummins X-15 Performance Series engine, 565 horsepower, 1850 pound-feet of torque, paired to an Eaton Fuller 18-speed manual transmission. This truck has all aluminum wheels, all disc brakes, and air ride front suspension. We've spec'd a couple more of our trucks with the air ride front suspension. You guys have been asking for it, and we've got several available. In addition to this one, we have a gunmetal, which is a lighter gray color, diamond red, and Monster Energy green. All three of those trucks are going to have no air horns on the roof, so we will be able to do 7 marker lights on the roof. This one is spec'd with 4 air horns up top. Again, this is a true owner-operator spec truck, 280-inch wheelbase, 325 gear ratio on Bridgestone Low Pro 24/5 tires. We've got the R284 Bridgestone tires up front and the M713s in the rears. Again, all aluminum wheels, all disc brakes with the Peterbilt ovals. Up front, we do have the Texas style 18-inch stainless steel chrome bumper.
Chrome bumper, yeah.
If you want to go with a custom bumper, we have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
If you want to go with that same 18-inch Texas style chrome bumper without the toe pin holes, we can do that as well. Of course, all our 389s come with our characteristic stamped oval steel grille. That means any rocks, any debris, or God forbid, any deer or anything like that out there on the road, hit that. It's going to protect your radiator. Hopefully you're able to finish your load and take care of the cosmetic stuff later. This is a beautiful Phantom Gray color. Sun's a little high in the sky right now to really see that metallic flake. Hopefully you can see that in the fender. It's a little dirty. Of course, we will wash your truck before you take delivery of it. As I mentioned before, this truck is spec'd with the 4 air horns from the factory. We can remove the air horns if you want, add a train horn, and the 7-inch chrome dual exhaust is on there. The Peterbilt Premium 15-inch stainless steel breathers, pre-wired for your chicken lights, your cab and sleeper, as well as your front bumper. Not sure if you can see that right there. It's gonna be this cable right here. Hopefully you can see that. All pre-wired for lights. Take a look at your true dual exhaust with your Kissling battery disconnect switch. Stainless steel depth tank cover. If you want us to put a chrome cap on that depth tank filler cap, we can do that for you. Windows and storage door access on both sides of the sleeper. 110 and 150 gallon fuel tanks with locking fuel caps. Those are the Peterbilt OEM locking fuel caps. It's a very cheap item to spec at the factory, but considerably more expensive if you add OEM fuel caps afterwards. Additional toolboxes on both sides. We've been speccing more of our trucks with these Hogebuilt 30-inch stainless steel premium quarter fenders. We used to spec a lot of them with the 27-inch tube mount, where this is the 30-inch triangle mount. And what I mean by triangle mount, this is the piece right here, where the tube mount, you can actually see the 3 brackets that go on there. Both look great. It's personal preference. You also have this triangle mount style, and I think it's either a 22 or a 23-inch quarter fender. I can't remember exactly. Again, all aluminum wheels, all disc brakes. We've got the 6 flush-mounted load lights from the factory, deck plate access on both sides. You've got your chrome hose tenna or pogo stick, whatever you want to call it, with the straight air and electric lines. If you prefer the coiled air and electric lines, we can swap that out very easily. Holland FW35 fifth wheel plate. That is the most popular fifth wheel plate in the industry, with a low air leaf rear suspension. You've got the Peterbilt Premium stainless steel mud flap hangers. Those are spring loaded. If you want us to swap out the Rush mud flaps with Peterbilt mud flaps or the weighted hangers or anything like that, we can do that as well. Again, there's a look at your disc brakes. Hopefully you can see that in there. Hard to see with this camera. We did do the end of frame, inside the frame mounted backup and tail lights. Those are LED. Very nice, clean look. If you add a tail light bar, it finishes it off very nicely. Nothing extra hanging out. We can swap all those lenses to clear lenses very easily as well. Take a look at the passenger side. Chrome tips on the exhaust. We have enough trucks here to where if you wanted the miter cut tips, we can swap that out very easily. 150 gallon tank on the passenger side. We'll take a look inside the sleeper, and then we'll take a, or inside the cab and sleeper, and then we'll take a look underneath the hood. This is a platinum interior. We've got the Arctic gray interior, but we did spec the seats with the black premium leather UltraRide seats. As you can see, these still have the plastic covers on them. The UltraRide seats give you plenty of air adjustments. Rosewood dash, chrome bezels on the gauges. Go ahead and get some fan going. Spec this with the navigation system. PTO switch mounted on the dash, as well as your air suspension dump, fifth wheel lock, and your inner axle differential lock. We do spec our trucks with a suspension load gauge. Again, we've got the front and rear axle temperature gauges for your tandem. They're as far away as they possibly could be. For whatever reason, they're specing them at the factory that way. Before you take delivery of it, remind me. We'll be happy to swap the rear axle gauge with your oil temperature gauge, so you have both axle temperature gauges right here. Or if you prefer, we can swap the front axle gauge with your transmission temperature, so you have both your tandem axle temperature gauges side by side. Again, don't know why the factory's doing that. Really need to send them a message and get that fixed. Eaton Fuller 18-speed manual transmission. This has a 325 gear ratio. Leather wrapped steering wheel. 44 miles on the ticker, so you will be the first person to sneeze in this truck. And of course, the best view you can have in trucking is a Peterbilt 389 extended hood. Put that wing on the horizon and keep on trucking. One thing I love about the Peterbilt premium leather UltraRide seats is you do get swing back armrests for the driver and passenger. I typically still prefer to do the Peterbilt UltraRide seats as opposed to the Sears Atlas. The Sears Atlas are a little bit more comfortable. If you're a bigger driver, definitely go with the Sears Atlas seats. If you're not a bigger driver and you want a little bit something firmer or something that gives you the swing back armrests, so you have a little bit more space in between the seats getting to and from the cabin sleeper, the UltraRide is the way to go. Here's how the swing back armrest works. They're a little bit tight when they're brand new, but once you figure it out, it's very easy to use. And again, driver's seat gets a left and right armrest. The swing back is only on the inside. Passenger seat only gets one armrest on the left side. So, and the other armrest is inside that bag right there. Swing that up just like that. Here's a look at your single bunk 78-inch platinum sleeper with the extra storage cabinets. Premium mattress. Got your fridge mounted from the factory. We did this one without the business center. We do have trucks available with the business center, and there are vendors that do aftermarket business centers as well. There's your additional storage cabinets. Everything is carpet lined, so you don't have to hear anything rolling around. At the base of your mattress, you've got some extra storage compartments and a large cup holder. If you've heard me say it before, we can install an inverter for you, and I've been doing a lot of them where I've been installing your plug for your inverter right here. Just mounts at the base of there for a really nice, clean, flush look. And we can also mount it on this wall, which typically that's where most people mount them. Got a build that I'm working on. I'm going to try and install a plug here and in that recess down there. Check back in a couple months and hopefully we figure it out. If not, we will have at least one plug back here for you. Those are your blackouts for your windows on both sides of the sleeper. You do have windows. They're tinted. They do open. You do have the bug screen. Directional map lights on both sides. AC controls right here. Here's a look at your fridge from the factory. Privacy curtains so you can completely black out the sleeper while you're sleeping. Got your mirror to brush your teeth or put on your tie in the morning, right? And some more stationary lights. Room for your TV and microwave. Most guys aren't actually mounting their TV right there. They're putting a articulating arm on this wall or this wall. And then room for your microwave. Let's take a look underneath your premium mattress. Very easy, just lift up. Tons of storage space in this recess right here. I like to put my shoes or my boots there. Any other loose items, that way they're not taking up floor space. Let's look at your premium speaker package with your subwoofer. And the access in the sleeper goes all the way across. Your hazard triangles, fire extinguisher, and your toe pins are all mounted right there in the sleeper. And then there's your rear AC. Those lights do light up automatically when you open either of the storage doors or lift up the mattress. They do have a manual switch on them as well if you do want to turn them off. Ooh. And there's a look at your beautiful cab. Let's take a look outside and underneath the hood. Go ahead and get this engine cranked up for you. As you've heard me say before, these Cummins X-15 engines are very smooth, very quiet. One thing before I forget, this truck does have a stamped weight of 18,396 pounds. That is what the truck weighed when it left the factory. Obviously that's very low fuel, so once you get full of fuel, your items, a driver in there, it will be a bit more. Let's go ahead and open up this all aluminum hood that does attribute to our truck being a little bit lighter. Again, that is an all aluminum hood. Peterbilt is the only manufacturer with an all aluminum hood. I'm able to open that hood one-handed while I'm filming. Go ahead and get some revs up on this engine for you. Very, very, very smooth, quiet engine. Still sounds great though. Still noticeably a Cummins engine. And there it is, your Cummins X-15 Performance Series engine. Love the new name badges, just nice and bold. The Performance Series engine do get the black diamond plate badges, where the Efficiency Series get a brushed aluminum one. There's a look at your power ratings. 565 horsepower, 1850 pound-feet of torque. Hopefully you can see that it's not whitewashed out in the sun. We do spec the trucks with a Davco 382 upgraded fuel water separator, remote lube points, and greasable front springs, and of course, that air ride suspension that a lot of you guys have been asking for. Peterbilt 389, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best riding truck in the industry. You put that air ride front suspension on it, and it really feels like you're riding on a cloud. Just an excellent spec on this truck. Again, all aluminum wheels, all disc brakes. Haven't put any custom items on this truck, but if you want us to put custom bumper, custom lights, drop visor, custom tail light bar, anything like that, we're happy to do that here in our rig up shop or body shop. Like I said, we've got this truck with the air ride front suspension in stock. Our flat tops we typically spec with air ride front suspension, and I've got several more air ride front suspension that will be here before the end of the month. The 3 that I know of that we have coming are spec'd with no air horns, so we'll be able to do 7 marker lights on the roof. Go ahead and get this door closed. Show you this Phantom Gray paint one more time. Hopefully you can see that. This back sleeper wall. Maybe not. Sun's a little high in the sky today, or right now. There you go. That's a really good look at that Phantom Gray metallic paint. A little bit darker than gunmetal. It's a beautiful truck. And there is your Phantom Gray 2021 Peterbilt 389 owner-operator spec with air ride front suspension. Give me a call. I'm Travis Quadlander here at Rush Truck Centers, Dallas Peterbilt. My cell is 817-504-7220. Hablo español. Puede llamarme a 817-504-7220 or come see us at Rush Truck Centers, Dallas Peterbilt, right here in Irving, Texas, off of Loop 12 and Union Bower. Want to thank all you truckers again for keeping our country running when we need you the most. Look forward to hearing from you, and happy trucking.